Hey, what's up everybody? Todd from Image. Today we're back at the farm and we're going to be washing this lovely New Holland tractor, and we're going to be using our products Touchless 1 and 2. So just want to do a quick rundown of the dirtiness of this tractor, but also just some key points and touch points as you're washing. Another big thing is we want to make sure that when you're using these cannons and this product, typically on a medium to severe dirtiness vehicle or tractor or whatever you're doing, I recommend mixing 50-50. I get a lot of kickback that the products don't work. I'm here to tell you that they do if you mix them properly, but also your contact point when you're rinsing. So they're chemicals that you get on the surface that release the static bond of the mud or grime, whatever's on there. But then when you're using the lance, you can't just stand back and rinse the foam off. You want to be at least 6 inches away from the surface. Use your mind and be observant when you're around decals and stuff like that, but you're using pressure to knock it off the surface. So you have to be up close and personal with it and just get after it. Make sure you got the right angles. When you're going on curves or angles, right, you got to move that lance around and adjust to whatever kind of surface you're washing. So those are very important things to remember when using these products. They do work, and we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied and you say it's a waste of money, well, then you didn't do your due diligence of returning the product. So we'll give you your money back, but yeah, that's how it is. They do work. If you're not happy, then send them back. I have no problem giving your money back, because trying to make this affordable, offer you guys a great product that works with ease and good results. So I'm gonna walk along the tractor, point out some things, and then let's wash this thing and have some fun. So come along. You can notice here the front rim, there's mud in it, right? Okay, not too dirty. Yes, water will clean that out, but there's still gonna be a grime left when you're done. Up here, just a lot of dust. You can see in here where the air goes in for the fan. You got mud back here on your hydraulic points here. Not too bad there. Another area of mud, a lot gets in here. So another thing to remember with these tractors is you get mud in here, not so much on this one, but the front wheels, it's going to go on the back side depending on where you're going. Another area that is always dirty is by the remote system for the hydraulics. You got buildup right there. We got mud here, oil residual down here by here, and the Touchless 1 and 2 will clean that. Now there might be a little bit of oil residue left, so depending on how you want to do it, sometimes I'll knock all the mud off because there's no sense in putting soap on top of big mud clumps, right? So we would hit that first, then foam it. If you wanted to, a lot of guys will prep it where they'll knock the mud off, hit it with our all-purpose degreaser at usually 50-50. Anything more is kind of a waste of chemical. But 50-50, and then you would foam right over top. So coming back here, you can see on this haybine attachment, you just got a lot of grease buildup. I'm not using hot water today, I'm using cold. Yes, hot water, steam cleans better. Totally get it and agree with you 100%. However, some people don't have the hot water luxury, so I'm gonna do it with cold, showing you that it can do pretty good with cold water. And what I would do here, if I was hired to come here and clean this, I would definitely pre-soak this area with a degreaser. Our all-purpose does not have any caustics in it, so at 100% ratio, it is polish safe, which is a great thing for guys with trucks with fuel tanks right behind the engine. In this case, don't have to necessarily worry about polish safe, but also you got to worry about paint. Any implement or tractor that I'm aware of is all single stage paint. So there's no clear coat protecting it from the elements of the sun. The sun beats down on it, wears the paint down. You apply a chemical, we all know what it's gonna do. It's gonna start pulling oil out of the paint, and then it fades out and oxidizes. basically what we're here to do today, accomplish, is show you how the chemicals work. That way you guys can see a nice before and after. Now we're gonna wash it with Touchless 1 and 2. And we'll probably do some single step and degreaser back here, so look out for those. And yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, so before we move on to the other side, we just did half. I'm gonna jump up on the hood so you guys can see the hood was oxidized and basically kind of burnt out from being in the sun. You'll notice on top of the hood there's gonna be a bunch of black spots. I believe that's from the exhaust set, and the chemicals will not clean that. These won't because they're polish safe, right? But yeah, you can take a Purple Power or whatever, really strong degreaser, and probably spray it on there and scrub it, probably clean up. I'm not doing that. These soaps won't do it. So for all those nitpicking at that, saying, I didn't clean that or blah, 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 that's because the sun has done its damage already to it. A way to fix that would be to buff, coat it with ceramic coating, and then maintain your washing after that. But jump up on the hood with me so you can see. You can see all this black here, right? And if you look down, you can see all the oxidization, all the white. Chemicals will not take that off. You can use a caustic degreaser or a really strong HF acid. Yeah, you might clean it up, but all you're doing is causing more damage to it, right? So I wanted to explain that because people always say your soaps don't work. Well, they're not gonna work on something like that. I don't know, I'm not next to you washing your stuff. So that's the hardest thing about selling chemicals online is, yeah, I can do all these videos and people say, oh, you make it look so easy. Well, it is easy, but also you have to set your expectation. And if that expectation is a hand mitt or a brush, these products, as much as these Touchless 1 and 2, they're not for you. Then you might as well just buy my degreaser or somebody else's and have at it and destroy your surfaces. But this will not fix, the chemicals will not fix that. So you can see right here as it's drying. See that? That's oxidization. That's not from the soaps. That's from the sun. You can see a distinct line right there. The sun's coming down, hitting this thing. Farmers, not a lot of them have options to stay in the building, so this stuff sits outside. Well, if you don't properly ceramic coat it or put some sort of coating on there when you buy it, that's what's going to happen. So just trying to be upfront and honest with you and set expectations, so you don't buy my stuff and then get ticked off that it didn't work. But that's a good example of it not going to clean that surface. Here, if I foam this with the soaps, there's going to be residual left over underneath it. So what I'm going to do is, if you notice on the other side, the front rim did not clean up because of all the mud that's been on there for who knows how long. So I'm going to pre-rinse this, then apply the product so it can get the grime. Hopefully these rims are not compromised and damaged by the sun, but we're going to find out. So, all right, let's do it. See? Come right in. I'm scrubbing that with my finger. It's taking quite a bit to get that off. That tells me these wheels are a little bit sun-baked. Another thing, you can see it steaming. You're gonna want to pre-rinse if you're out in the sun. Otherwise the soaps will dry. water's beating, okay? Also too, I hit this the second time and all the discrepancies came out without me brushing. So that goes to tell you that you gotta knock the big stuff off with water first, then foam. If you don't, you gotta redo it and it will come clean. So there it is.